The regular meeting of the Planning Commission is called to order at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. We will now take a moment for silent prayer or mediation in honor of West Covina Police Department Officer Matthew Ortiz. The city is mourning the loss of one of our police officers, Officer Matthew Ortiz, who passed away unexpectedly while off duty on October 19, 2023. Officer Matthew Ortiz joined the Marine Corps in July of 2015 and served his country until July 2019, when he received an honorable discharge for the Marine Corps. Upon being discharged from the Marine Corps, he decided to follow his family's footsteps and join the Los Angeles Police Department. He served the city of Los Angeles from September 2019 until August of 2022. Matthew decided to relocate to Texas in September of 2022 and began working for the Grand Pierre Police Department. He worked for the Grand Pierre Police Department until February of 2023, when he made the decision to move back home. Officer Ortiz began his employment with the West Covina Police Department on July 24, 2023. On behalf of the West Covina Planning Commission, we send our condolences and prayers to Officer Matthew Ortiz's family, and may God bless the men and women of the West Covina Police Department who risk their lives on a daily basis to protect and serve the residents of West Covina. Let us stand for prayer or mediation, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance led by Assistant City Attorney Russell.
Place the flag, hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Paulina, roll call.
Good evening, Chair and fellow commissioners. Commissioner Heng?
Here.
Commissioner Lewis?
Here.
Commissioner Becerra?
Here.
Vice Chair Williams?
Present.
And Chair Gutierrez?
Here. Great. Tonight we have minutes from the regular meeting on October 10th, 2023 of the regular meeting. Does anyone have any changes to make to these minutes? Seeing none, the minutes are approved as submitted. Tonight we have two public hearings, and we'll start off with General Plan Amendment number 23-02, Zone Change number 23.
Chair Gutierrez, sorry.
Oral
communications. I don't believe there's anyone, but we just want to double check.
Okay, that's missing from my thing. But let's see. Okay, right here. Would anyone like to speak on an item that's not on the agenda? Seeing none, we'll close oral communications and then move on to public hearings. Tonight we have two public hearings, and so we'll start off with General Plan Amendment number 23-02, Zone Change number 23-02, Common Amendment Development Code Update. Is that right? No.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Development Code Update number 23-01, Initial Study, Negative Declaration of the Environmental Impact. Who will present the staff report?
Chair Gutierrez, if I may, staff would like to continue this item to either the 1st or 2nd of November. If we could solidify a date today, confirm when we'd have that planning commission. By the time the consultant was able to make the requested changes and review the document, and the time they got it to staff, we didn't have enough time to get it on the agenda this evening. While we did try, we felt that it warranted a continuance to allow staff to internally review it before we presented it to you to make sure that those changes that were requested were in fact made. So if we could get a consensus from the Planning Commission, which date would work better, either November 1st, which is a Wednesday, or November 2nd, which is a Thursday. It would be a special Planning Commission meeting.
Just curious, is there a specific need to do it that week, or could it be early the following week by chance?
I'm sorry, can you give us the date again? November?
We were originally looking November 1st or November 2nd, which is Wednesday or Thursday of next week.
Is there any way we can push it a week afterward?
There is a need to schedule it to this particular week, mainly because it has to go to the city council meeting on December 5th.
November.
It has to go to the city council meeting on December 5th because the item is grant funded. In order for the city to get reimbursed by the state, we need to submit the invoices and reimbursement request by December. And so in order for the city to get paid the LEAP grant, that would have to happen, and the work has to be completed prior to that.
And there is a noticing requirement period for the for the city council meeting, so that's why we need to schedule that special meeting next week.
Okay.
Can it be put on to the next commission meeting?
We won't have enough time.
Okay.
There's a noticing period between for the city council meeting. So unfortunately,
Since it involves fee increases, the noticing period is 30 days.
Actually, I only have one request, is if we can move it or make it the first, next week and then at the beginning of the week versus later of the week.
not sure if everyone's available on Halloween, but that's the only thing. Tuesday is Halloween evening. I don't know if Monday would work. Do we have time to?
So Wednesday or Thursday?
Or the first will do.
Wednesday the 1st?
Because we have to check with our consultant, make sure they're available as well.
okay.
So those are the two dates that we know we are available. We can have the consultant.
First or the second, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The first.
We also have to put the agenda together. So for Monday, I think we'd have to have it done tomorrow evening.
Either's good for me.
I prefer the first if possible.
Okay. It'll be the only agenda item if that makes it any better.
Probably not. It's just
Okay.
limit the hours that we're.
And you guys like the same time?
Yes.
7 o'clock? Okay, so we'll do the Wednesday date.
November 1st.
Yes.
For the record, we don't have any for the next planning commission meeting. So
Okay.
So we'll do it in lieu.
So we'll do November 1st at 7 p.m.
We don't have any agenda items for the November 14th Planning Commission. So we do appreciate you guys coming in for a special meeting.
So it'll be 7 p.m.?
The first at 7.
Okay.
7 p.m. November 1st. We'll send a calendar request.
Thank you.
Yeah, through the chair, yes, open the public hearing and continue the public hearing to November 1st at 7 o'clock
Okay, great.
and vote on it. Thank you.
Great. So we'll open public hearing. Since there's no speaker cards for today, we're gonna move that public hearing to the new date for the special meeting on November 1st at 7 p.m. And at this time, we'll close the public hearing and vote.
No need to close it. Just keep it open and
Keep it
continue.
open. Okay, I'll stay open for November 1st at 7 p.m. here in the council chambers. I'll make a motion to approve.
Continue it. I'll second that.
Okay.
So we have a motion by Chair Gutierrez, seconded by Commissioner Hang. Commissioner Hang?
Aye.
Commissioner Lewis?
Point of order, is this to continue or to approve?
To continue.
Continue to November 1st at 7.
Perfect, then aye.
Commissioner Becerra?
Aye.
Vice Chair Williams?
Aye.
Chair Gutierrez?
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0.
Great. So now we'll move on to conditional use permit number 23-06, category exemption for applicant Alta Med. And who will present the staff report, Paulina?
Chair Gutierrez, Miriam Machado, our associate planner, will be providing the presentation this evening.
Okay, great.
Good evening. This is conditional use permit number 2306 for the property located at 933 South Glendora Avenue. The conditional use permit being requested is to allow for the operation of an all-inclusive medical facility for the elderly. The subject site is 1.2 acres, and the existing building that they will be moving into is 18,017 square feet. The property is zoned office professional, and it's located on the north corner of South Glendora Avenue and West Robindale Street. The surrounding uses are residential and commercial. This is a photo of one of the entrances of the existing site. Here we have the site plan. The red highlights the existing building's footprint. For their floor plan, they will have a primary reception lobby area at the top right corner shown. They'll have general offices throughout the floor. They'll have restrooms both for staff and for participants of the facility. They will have a small kitchen or food preparation area. They'll have therapy and lounge rooms throughout the floor plan. They have a few exam rooms, consultation rooms and labs, staff lounge areas, and storage rooms throughout the facility. Here we have the north and south elevations. Majority of the facades won't be changing from what's existing besides the primary entrance and some signage. Here are the east and west elevations. The all-inclusive medical facility will include physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, clinical care, and social activities for its participants. They are expecting to have 50 employees, which would consist of medical doctors, registered nurses, licensed vocational nurses, medical assistants, therapists, dietitians, coordinators, administrative assistants, and a few other employees. They do expect the number of participants per day to be 90. Those participants would arrive to the facility between 7:30 a.m. and 9 a.m., and they would leave the facility by 2 p.m. As for general business hours, they would be open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5:30, and they would be closed Saturday and Sunday. Planning staff recommends adopting Resolution 236138, approving conditional use permit 2306. That is all I have. I am available for any questions, and we do have the applicant, Luz Maria, here for any questions for them as well. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for the staff report. Does any member of the Planning Commission have any questions for staff? No, not this time. Okay. We'll now open the public hearing and hear testimony from the applicant, Luz Maria Chavez.
Good evening. Luz Maria Chavez. I'm Vice President of Facilities for Ultimate Health Services. Ultimate has been in the city of West Covina for almost 15 years. We have our medical facility located at 1300 Sunset Avenue. We recently leased the 933 Glendora property, which was an old EDD office, to provide the program for all-inclusive care for the elderly. Ultimate has 15 other facilities, which we call our PACE facilities. We provide, these are services to keep the elderly out of skilled nursing facilities and be able to provide 100% care for them in an outpatient environment. We have also social workers that work hand in hand with the families in their home if there's any additional assistance they need with home for additional care or ADA upgrades for their restrooms or handrails to go into their, or ramps to go up into their home. And when we bring them to our facilities, we provide them medical services. So we have their providers in-house there. We provide them some activities, physical therapy, behavioral health. If they have any specialty appointments, we transport them to their cardiology, their vascular, dental appointments. So it's all, that's why it's all inclusive. So our facilities are located for the PACE facilities in Orange County as well throughout LA County. Do you have any questions?
Commissioner Lewis, any questions for the applicant? Commissioner Lewis? Vice Chair Williams?
How long is your lease at that location?
We have a 15-year lease with 2 renewals.
Oh, okay.
So we have about 2 10-year renewals. So we plan on being there for a while. Our long-term goal would be usually our facilities, we lease them, and then we have options to purchase as well.
Great. Commissioner Becerra?
Staff mentioned that the patients go in the morning and leave by 2 p.m. What was that time frame for?
So because they're in our facility, usually it could be 4 to 5 hours, and they transitioned at different times during the day, depending on if they have medical appointments or if they have specialty appointments. They're in the facility and then they get transported out to their specialty appointments. So usually all of the participants leave about 2 p.m. Staff remains to do any of the reporting. They have their IDT meetings. They meet with the other groups to talk about what needs to be done for the healthcare for the participants.
Okay, so they're scheduled for that day.
They're scheduled. Yes, they're scheduled. Like some participants may come Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Others could be just Mondays and Wednesdays. Some may come from Monday through Friday. So it all depends on the need that they have for whatever services that we need to provide them. And it's all outpatient care.
Great. Commissioner Hain?
So this would be like a one level lower than skilled nursing, which is...
So we're trying to keep them healthy and out of a skilled nursing facility. So we're providing them additional physical therapy. We're providing them behavioral health, social activities. We provide them a variety of things to keep them involved in their home life. And not many seniors are just living at home and with very little care sometimes. So what we do is we bring them in, make sure that they get, through our interdisciplinary teams, get the kind of the A through Z care that we could provide them in an outpatient facility.
Okay, thank you.
Great. This is only for seniors or for all ages?
No, it's only for participants go from 55 and over. They have to be approved by the Department of Public Health actually it's the Department of Healthcare Services to fit into the PACE program. So they're Medicare, Medi-Cal. Also, they have to be, it's like one level down from skilled nursing that they need. It could be people that have had heart attacks. They need additional care. They're have more than 3 different diagnoses, like could be vascular diabetes, just different complicated diseases that we could try to help them better their life.
Right.
So it's concentrated care.
It's concentrated care in an outpatient.
Nice.
Great. And then the hours of operation, is that, maybe this is a question for staff, is that the time frame, is that the only time they could use, or if they wanted more hours, do they have at their discretion to do that?
That's the hours they indicated they'd be open.
So that will be on the conditional use permit?
It is, yes.
Okay. So that's what you guys expect, just those hours?
It is. All of our facilities, we have a facility here located on Covina, in the city of Covina on 2nd Avenue. Our hours, our staff arrives about 7 and usually by 5:30. I mean, we're open to participants. It'll be like 7:30 to 5:30. There could be staff that remain until 7 p.m. It just depends on what occurred that day, if they have to complete more paperwork, if they were having a meeting and it's going to be after hours.
Yeah, and I mean, it's great to have a program like this here in West Covina, especially for our local residents. I mean, I visited other centers before that do this type of care, and I know it does sometimes remarkable work to get people back to normal life. And so, yeah, I mean, I think our city will be more than open to expanding those hours if needed.
And the reason we're coming to West Covina is because from our Almani facility and our Covina facility, we have a lot of participants that are part of the West Covina community. So this way, for the Almani, we're not transporting them to the city of Almani and not in traffic also, or in the vehicles. This way we could keep them within their community and the La Puente community as well.
Great. Thank you so much. Anyone else have any more questions?
Only Medicare and Medi-Cal for, okay. For the,
Yes. Yes, that's part of the requirements from the state to be part of the PACE program.
Okay, thank you.
And you've had an opportunity to read through the conditions that will go along with the conditional use
Yes.
permit?
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I don't see any more speaker cards in favor or opposition. Does anyone in the audience like to speak on this matter? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing and open discussion by the commission. Does any of the commission have any comments? No. Okay, I'll make a motion to approve category use permit number 23-06, category exemption for applicant Alta Med. Paulina, can you do roll? Oh, no, sorry. We need a second. Sorry.
I'll second.
Great. So we have a motion by me and a second by Commissioner Becerra. Paulina, can you confirm the motion and then do roll call?
So it's a motion to approve staff's recommendation or approval of the conditional use permit for Ultimate, conditional use permit number 23-06, adopting resolution number 23-6138. Commissioner Heng?
Aye.
Commissioner Lewis?
That should be 2306.
To amend the... no, you said the right one. It's mistyped on the resolution.
Yeah. But he's correct, and it needs to be correct, yes.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Yeah, on the title. Thank you for catching that. So is there do we want to clarify the motion?
So I was just going to say, I think the only thing that needs to be changed is on the proposed resolution prepared by staff, resolution number 23-6138. The title of the resolution of the Planning Commission of the City of West Covina, California, approving conditional use permit number 22-01, that should actually read number 23-06. And I would request that the chair amend his motion accordingly.
Yes. So there was a clinical typing error. Paulina, can you please make that correction?
We will.
And then I'll amend my motion to reflect that change. And then if Commissioner Becerra, are you okay as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Great. So you want to do roll call again?
Okay. Commissioner Heng.
Aye.
Commissioner Lewis.
Aye.
Commissioner Becerra.
Aye.
Vice Chair Williams.
Aye.
Chair Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0.
Great. We'll now move on to non-hearing items. We have no non-hearing items this evening. We'll move on to commissioner reports, comments, miscellaneous items. Would any of the commissioners like to report or comment on an item? I'll just say that last Friday I had the great honor of seeing Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kounonakis, and I was able to tell her about all the great stuff, developments happening in the city of West Covina. and she was very impressed. And then now we'll move on to Community Development Director's report. Paulina, do you have any items to report?
We have a couple items. Good evening again. This Saturday is our Festival of Frights. There's going to be lots of food, entertainment, and vendors, and a haunted maze for our community members. All are welcome. And then it's from 4 to 9 with the costume contest starting at 5 o'clock. So we have a Halloween costume contest for everyone of all ages, so it's not just for kids. So we encourage everyone to attend and participate. The following Saturday, November 4th at 6 p.m., we're going to have our open house at Cameron Community Center. We're having open houses at our different facilities throughout the city so that individuals can get to know what facilities there are in our community and what programming is available at each facility. So Cameron is the next one that we have on Saturday, November 4th at 6 p.m. Saturday, November 11th is Veterans Day, and we will be having a Veterans Day ceremony on that Saturday at 11 o'clock here at the Civic Center. And there will be a VIP barbecue for veterans immediately following the ceremony. We highly encourage individuals to RSVP, and all of that information can be found on the city website. So that's it for the director's report.
And any city council actions to report?
Yes. So at the last city council meeting, the council approved a one-year extension on the precise plan and tentative parcel map for the delivery station on Bedillo Street. So that was approved, as well as the final track map for the housing development on Merced. Since the last planning commission, the city has also received 2 appeals, one for the Revel-Yell revocation and one for the Toyota dealership. And so those will be placed on the next available city council agenda item. That's it for me this evening. Thank you.
Great. Okay. Since there's no further business to consider, this meeting is adjourned in memory of Officer Matthew Ortiz at 7:27 p.m. Pacific time.